Welcome back to Bay Area Focus. What started out as a small food pantry 14 years ago has morphed into an essential part of the East Bay community. Serving more than 19,000 families, the Monument Crisis Center is changing the lives of at-risk families, children, and seniors. And the founder and executive director, Sandra Scherer, is here to explain just some of what they do. You do so much. So thank you for coming on the show and telling us all about this. Okay, so first of all, as I mentioned, you started this nonprofit 14 years ago, intending for it to be a small food pantry. What changed?
It really changed because of the clients. So when we opened our doors, it was to do food, and the helpers, the first staff, so to speak, were high school students and college students from all over the East Bay. And what we found was that people came in needing nutrition, needing food resources, but also needing so much more. So they came in and it was loss of a spouse, it was a serious illness, it was how to get to the hospital, an open wound, domestic violence, everything under the sun came in the door, and we needed to address it because they were right in front of us.
From day one, you had a lot of people coming through those doors.
The first day we thought, oh no, we're not prepared for this. There were 84 families standing outside around the corner, and it was this little 10 by 10 room, and we had shelves that were 6 inches wide, and somehow everybody made it work because from day one, it's been a team effort.
Yeah, did you realize that need would be so great?
No, we were really naive to that need because we thought and knew that there was a need for food and obvious need for good nutrition, but didn't realize the full scope and breadth of the problem.
So who exactly do you serve?
We serve residents from all over Contra Costa County. We also serve residents that are outside of the county if they're coming in to Contra Costa with work needs or family responsibilities. We serve the most low-income folks you can imagine. They are subsisting on maybe $1,200, $1,300 a month for a family of 4.
Wow. You work a lot with at-risk youth as well?
We do. We have youth that we think have great promise, and we have several programs for them. After school mentoring and tutoring, we have a big teen program. The little ones come in and are all mentored by high school or college students. And the magic is really between all those youth. And then we have mentor teachers that also come and volunteer their time and really help round out the program.
Do you have any success stories that really stick in your mind?
I think just one simple one, but it really is telling. There was a little girl, Virginia, who was her family was an early client to us, and they helped not only with the program, but were also recipients of those early days. And as the kids grew up, they volunteered in the center, like many of the children that we come to know. And they were so proud of everything that they could do to help out and give back. And I think that's really the signature of our clients is no one wants to walk in that door the first time. They don't want to come in and ask for help. They want to try and make it on their own. They're working multiple jobs. They're doing everything they can. But you need help at some point, and you want to get it before it's too late. So this little girl grew up at the center, stocking shelves, being part of all of the children's programming as a student, and then was old enough to become a tutor and help the little ones. Well, during our summer camp, we had a day trip to Lindsay Wildlife Museum. And the older kids were saying, oh, this is for the little ones. This is for the little ones. But really, everybody's learning on a daily basis. Well, she came back from that summer trip and back to school in the fall and came running in the center the first day of classes and said, I raised my hand in class in biology. I knew the answer to the question because I'd learned it in the summer camp. She had never been able to do that before. That was a huge success. She went on to become part of our staff last year.
Oh, that is a huge success. I love that story. You know, you have a really small staff, so how much help do you get from the community?
Incredible. About 300,000 hours, if you can imagine, of time in the course of a year. So there's volunteers that are one-time volunteers coming in with their company or their faith group. There's volunteers that are coming from a school or a service club. And there's others that are coming weekly, daily. It is such a mix of people, all ages, all abilities, and they round out our staff. And we also have a huge amount of college interns that volunteer with us from Cal State East Bay, from St. Mary's, from Cal, from SF State, from Diablo Valley College, coming in and honing their skills and end up with life skills and job skills themselves.
That's great. A lot of people in the community can get involved. Thank you so much for coming on and telling us a little bit more about it. And to find out how you can get involved in the center, just log on to monumentcrisiscenter.org. Coming up after the break, we have a guest who is using her condition to raise awareness for others. We'll be right back.